you're born in the trees and then you live out the park. But if you've got a little time, then come and spend it with us. 'Cause now you're listening to the Rough Cuts.
You said they just got on a plane, Jacob.
Yes, they have. Sorry, I'm with you now.
Where were they and where are they?
They were in Florida.
Florida.
Yep.
Great artist.
Funny enough, the state was named after him. It's incredible, really.
Yeah, Mr. Worldwide.
And they've gone to California. More specifically, they flew to San Francisco. And then...
Did they?
Yeah. And then got a car.
Good.
You know,
that's
one of them.
Yeah.
Brum brum.
And then they drove to Monterey.
And played.
And if people are aware of what is going on in Monterey, they will probably understand the golf course that they went and played, or one of the golf courses that is there anyway. It's quite a big one. I think people would have heard of it. Mm-hmm. It has a...
iconic tree.
It does. In the logo as well, I think. I think that's the logo of the course.
I think it is, yeah.
It could well be, yeah.
Pebble Beach.
Well done, yeah.
Pebble Beach is
That's
where Pete played yesterday.
That's the name.
That's
which
the full
is
title.
That's a bucket list.
Definitely. It's in the same conversations as the old course, and I mean Augusta's unattainable, but it's in that same realm.
Yeah. Pete has a bit of a I would probably say hot take on it actually.
Oh.
When I said to him about that I'd got him this tee time, and he was like, he did care, but he was like, it's not up there for me. Like, I'm not
Really?
Yeah, I'm not fussed about it. And I was like, are you having a laugh?
I genuinely
I'll cancel the tee time if you want.
I think there's a set generation that grew up playing the Tiger Woods games, and Pebble Beach being the default 18 that you would always go to. Because for the longest time as well, you couldn't play Augusta as well. So
yes.
That is where you would, like, if you had to pick, you'd pick there. But that's
a licensed course.
That's the first one that you unlock.
Yeah.
Which of the Tiger Woods games is the best?
I think 2005 was pretty good.
I think I have 2009.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Year.
I can't remember, but isn't there a Masters edition?
There is, yeah.
Was that 2012? Because I remember as well, Anthony Kim, I think, is a player in that game.
Yes.
Wow.
Because there's like a flashback to Tiger beating Anthony Kim to win the Masters.
Is that the was that the one when they had the Masters, they had Augusta put in the game, and then the 12th, the wind is just
spirals.
just spins.
Yeah.
So you're just hitting it there's no given wind direction, it's just spinning the whole time.
It's also incredibly annoying because it's very hard to override the caddy. Every single time it's like, here's this ring that I want you to hit it into. It's like, well, I don't want to hit it in the ringer.
Yeah, that was with the caddy recommendations as well.
I don't want to lay up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I'll have this. No, I'm going to take the 3-wood. Thank you. This is a video game. I'm not here to play safe.
I want to skim it across the pond.
Okay, so PGA Tour Golf was the original. That came out in 1990.
Wow.
That was the year I was born.
I was -7.
How was it being born?
Yeah.
Traumatic.
Do you remember much?
Yeah, I hope I never have to do it again. And then there's PGA Tour Golf 2 and PGA Tour Golf 3. Then they went to years, 96, 97, 98. Wow. 99 was the first one with Tiger Woods' name on it.
Wow.
I think I definitely have 2009, which was on the Wii.
Yeah.
The Nintendo Wii. Got 81 out of 100. Love that. Then there was 10, 11, and 12. And 12 is the Masters edition.
So that one we used to play, didn't we?
Yeah.
At ours when we lived together on the PlayStation.
The Xbox 360.
Xbox 360.
I don't know how it had escaped the red ring of death.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a throwback. The Xbox 360.
I've been through enough Xbox
360.
360s.
There was something about it. Didn't like the CD drive not work or something, or you had to...
Oh, yeah. I think I had to... when it's old enough, you have to open it with a paperclip.
That's it.
Apparently, that's a very common thing.
Open the Xbox.
You take the front plate off, and once you're there, there's like a small indent which you go in with a paperclip, and then that opens the drive, and then you just manually open it.
Pull it, yeah.
Put something in. So you do that, and then you decide which game am I going to play for the next 6 months.
Which turns to
Right,
be
okay,
Tiger
because I
Woods
don't want to have to take it back
Masters.
out again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I quite liked 2005. Not not least because they have because it's EA Sports and they're really steering into it's in the game.
Yes.
And so they had little cutscenes where they had like Stuart Appleby saying it's in the game.
Really?
But they also had Tiger Woods doing things like I think the advert for this one was him hitting a ball onto a lily pad and then taking his shoes off and going on. I think Nike did a similar advert as well.
Iconic ads.
But there was lots of Tiger hitting it behind a tree, then hitting it left-handed to get out of there and it going in the hole and going, it's in the game. And just all of this really cheesy stuff.
Yeah. My favourite things about those kind of games is when you replay them and you just see all the kind of little nuanced, silly things that happen in it that you just... It's obviously for the time it's great, but I remember there's in the Masters version, and I think it's especially like when you're playing around water, which was particularly funny, is like you'd hit the shot, it would show the shot, and then the cutback would you be like walking off from the shot, and it would you just like walk like into water, like, just like you just go down.
You're the first person to hit. There's 3 more guys ready to go, and it's like, yep, I'm just gonna go swim.
Can you tell me which game on the PGA Tour series came out in 2015?
Is it Rory McIlroy?
It is. It's the only Rory McIlroy PGA Tour game.
Oh, yeah. I did have that.
You had that?
Yeah, I had that, yeah.
Really?
I think that's when they decided, Tiger's not going to play again.
Yeah, I think that was my reintroduction to golf games. I think I'd not played any Tiger ones for a while, and then I went for that one. It was all right.
They got 61 out of 100 on the Metacritic.
It's a golf game.
Yeah.
Like,
to be fair, I think every single golf game is better than basically any other game that I've played.
Fair.
Which says a lot about me, but more just because it reminds me of the early days of playing on a Game Boy, playing Mario Golf.
Yeah.
Those sorts of things.
Yeah, I just completed Red Dead Redemption, and I will not shut up about it because I love it. And I'm going to get Red Dead Redemption 2, which means I'll need to buy either a Steam Deck or a Switch 2 at the same time as buying a house, which is a bad idea. But I completed, in the vein of old school golf games, I completed a game called Golf Story on the Nintendo Switch 1.
yeah.
It was the first game I purchased when I bought the console on a whim just after Christmas last year. Unbelievable game. If you are into retro, solve the puzzle, go and do the quest type games, it's Pokemon, but with golf.
Yeah, it's like 8-bit as well,
Oh,
isn't it?
it's so good.
Yeah.
So, recommendation for you, Golf Story. The sequel was called Sports Story, and it was terrible.
What was it? Just you?
Multiple different sports. Don't do that.
Just want the golf bit.
I just want the golf bit. But I'm going to complete it again, I think, because it was that good.
What, before Red Dead Redemption 2?
Yeah, Red Dead Redemption.
Kind of a change
yeah,
of
it
pace
is. It's very different. I got so into it that, like I said, we're buying a house. I'm starting to think about how I can integrate Red Dead Redemption or like the Old West into the art, into the art that we select for the house.
Right.
So I'm going to get a Billy the Kid wanted poster.
Sure.
Nice.
Arthur Morgan. I don't know, whatever I can convince Lauren to let me have.
Yeah, just
Not a
drop
lot.
drop a bag of sand in the hallway.
Yeah, exactly.
You just need the map. Of,
Horse.
Yeah. Ooh. You just need the Red Dead Redemption map.
Oh, God, what a great idea. In a real traditional style.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Like how some people randomly have maps over their fireplace.
Oh, yeah.
Like I've got that random framed canvas of London above mine.
Yeah.
Obviously, I didn't pick it. It was the landlords that put it up.
Oh, right, okay.
But we live in Manchester.
Didn't you live in London for about a year or something?
6 months or something.
Yeah.
So what do we
It
think?
wasn't even London, it was Enfield.
That's true.
What do we think Pete's shot at Pebble then? Just because it's very coastal.
Yeah.
Always it appears to be extremely windy on broadcast. I'm not sure that Pete's the best wind player in the world.
Yeah, for someone who proclaims that links golf and growing up in that kind of part of the world yeah, wind is never usually actually his friend.
Yeah.
I think he's a better wind player than he thinks he is.
I'm of the mind that some of the best golf he's ever played has been windy.
Oh, okay. Is there any?
Well, the Fleetwood 7 under was
To be fair, the Coldie as well was
warm day and in the wind.
Yeah.
He won his regional qualifying in the wind. But then also, you're quite right. I have seen him play terribly in the wind.
It's just sometimes I think I remember filming him and he's kind of stood there going, "Oh, it's the wind off the left. It's quite hard off the left, so I'm gonna." And he like you've explained it. You've walked us through, yet you've still decided to hit the shot at the centre of the green, and it's blowing away to water on the left. Like, I don't know. So, like, obviously, he is a very good golfer, so I kind of obviously have this level of understanding. Like, he can control his golf ball in any way he wants. Obviously, his golf isn't like that. But sometimes he hits some very bewildering shots in wind that makes me go, "You just said that.
You just said that was the thing you wanted to avoid."
Yeah, I'm gonna aim more right, and you're like, "Well, you've just hit it straight to green again." So I don't know what.
He's got all the shots, but his natural ball flight is super, super high and super long.
Yeah. I wonder if, he's battling this kind of shoulder injury. He's battling a bit of new swing, bedding in period. I wonder if the slower, smoother, taller is going to be better for the penetrating flight.
It depends on, because obviously you're editing a video currently which is from this current trip. So you're the only one who's really kind of seen a smidgen of the kind of golf that he is playing. Because usually when we go away, the golf is kind of solid in one way or another throughout. It's either going to be bad the whole time or he's usually pretty good the whole time.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like if you find that middle ground. So I think he's probably shot like... I want to go that he's broke 80 and shot like 78.
Okay.
That's my thought.
Yeah, for an injured, can't hit it quite as long as he normally would. Peter
Of course,
Finch.
he's never played. I think that would be good, but I think breaking 80 would be solid round there.
Yeah. I think that would be good. I'm going to chance and say he'll shoot 75.
Okay, nice. That would be great.
Like optimistic, just because he's been out there for a bit. He's had enough time to to kind of get.
He had a
used
couple
to
of
it.
rest days and
4 under.
Okay.
Nice. One of us will be right.
Yeah.
I've seen him.
Choose your team now.
No, I've seen him in the video that I'm editing. I reckon there's a 4 under at Pebble.
Okay.
Nice.
Depends if he plays off the backs.
I think maybe
I assume he would, but
if the guys just say, "Oh, I'll carry the camera around, but it's got no battery. I'm not going to film it."
Yeah.
And just kind of like just watch him go into free flow state.
Yeah. And then.
well, we know that's the best way to do it. When he's not being filmed, that's when he plays his best golf.
Yeah, just
We need to find a way to
put a GoPro on the caddy.
Yeah.
But then he knows he's being filmed, and he'll suddenly start acting for the cameras again. And what
Meta
they're called,
glasses
meta.
or whatever. But then I guess if you give them to him, he'll know that he'll be like, "Why am I putting
Not
glasses?"
him.
Oh, us.
Yeah, but we're just in the crowd.
We just stand
We're
behind.
We're walking. Yeah, you just stand behind.
dress as
look at
the
ball.
tree.
Tracer on a.
That's a
Meta
sick.
glasses.
That's actually a sick idea.
That would be kind of cool.
Sorry for saying sick. People hate it. That's
sick.
That's a way to make our lives so easy. Once they go to, I think they're only 1080 currently.
Right. So
when they go to
need
4K,
a little bit of
when they go to 4K, I'm never carrying a camera again.
Could you imagine? It was so you just walk around
just like this. Or do you pinch them? I think Nick Vokey's got them, hasn't he? I think you
and you just put your head up.
and then you just look at the ball like that. Like if I can see
you
it, the
zoom
glasses
with
can
it?
see
Like-
it.
Yeah, but there's that thing where you lose it in the sky. It's like, oh,
And
has
you're like-
anyone got it? And you start doing this. You're watching at home. It's like,
You'd have to
watching this.
You'd have to move very smoothly.
Yeah, like-
Yeah.
in order to
It's like less time filming, but more time in the gym, just working on those neck muscles, like an F1 driver.
Yeah. I mean, that just screams like a social post, isn't it? Like
100%.
POV film with me or something, and it's
Oh, by the way, I don't know if this is going out on membership or not, but a massive thank you to everyone who went out and watched the Pigeon video.
Did anyone comment?
There was one person who commented.
Yes. Who was it, David?
Oh, I think it might have been, is it David Jolly?
Oh yeah.
But it was a hard video for me to find as well. It's like after like it should be in my watch history.
Pigeon,
It's like Peggy
Pigeon.
on POV Pigeon.
Poor Pigeon. He looked like he was struggling. He was like,
Poor guy.
So we'll find it eventually.
just strap the GoPro on a pigeon.
I'll try and track it down.
But if this is not part of the membership thing, I should probably quickly explain the part.
No, don't. No, it's
No.
actually better if
No.
you don't explain it. And
Whatever
then,
you do, don't join.
If you want to know
The
this
YouTube
week,
membership.
if you want to find out what we're on about, go and join the membership.
Yeah, and then you will see
What we're talking about.
Well,
Oh,
maybe-
you're missing a lot.
whether you'll understand it or not is different.
It was spelled wrong, wasn't it?
It was like
I think it
Pigeon or
Pigeon.
Pigeon.
Yeah, if you can track it down, that would be very helpful.
I'll see what I can do. But
what does a pigeon see while flying?
These are the hard-hitting questions we ask.
Yeah, we're here for the golf news
podcast.
yeah. Hey, I mean, Scottie won again, but
It's getting a bit silly now, isn't it?
Has he won 20 times now?
That was his 20th win.
Yeah.
He's done it in the second fastest number, I think, or maybe third fastest.
Yeah.
In like
50 something. I saw.
50 starts. Rory did it in 201, I want to say.
Tigers was like 60 or something.
Yeah. I think it was something stupid. To be honest, the fact that he's played over 150 times or whatever was quite. It feels like he's just come on and won, but obviously he did have that time where he was still learning his trade and coming onto the scene. But he's just, any time he tees it up now, it's just like he's going to win. It's not even funny anymore. Like he doesn't really kind of do much for me. I don't really kind of get any energy or excitement about him being at the top of the leaderboard. More so from a personality standpoint, I don't really kind of. It's not that. I don't really get on with it. But nowadays, when you can't not admire how good at golf he is. Like, it's just insane how good. And now he's won 20 times. That means he has got lifetime membership to the PGA Tour.
Excellent.
So not that he was really going to have to worry about that anyway. But if he wants to sign with LIV.
He can do that now.
And then come back and play on his lifetime.
Knowing full well that he can just turn up and play. Like, listen, I'm a lifetime member. Doesn't Patrick Reed have that? No, he has it. He has it on the DP World Tour.
DP European,
World.
Yeah.
Another man who won this year or this weekend.
Yeah. Are we allowed to like Patrick Reed again?
Yes is the short answer. You can decide whoever you like, Mick. We don't have to. You can. If you want to like him, you can like him.
Okay.
I would like to remind you that he has been caught cheating multiple times.
Yeah.
And denied it and said that he didn't, but he did. He also has been a thorn in the European side for many years in the Ryder Cups when he decides that he's good enough to play, or they pick him. Captain America, as he's affectionately known. And to be honest with you, outside of obviously having an incredible short game, again, not someone who is like, I want to watch Patrick Reed. I'll watch him hit short game shots. His short game is incredible. I saw there was a quote, Billy Foster basically said that he is the next best player he's ever seen, bar Seve, in short game.
Wow.
Which is quite a statement. Quite a statement. Given that obviously Billy Foster caddied for him and has watched, caddied for Tiger Woods for a time and all sorts, Matt Fitzpatrick and whatnot. He probably sits and watch him doing his cack-handed chipping and is like, what have I come from?
Can you imagine the amount of coaches who are just like got their head in their hands watching it?
He's like, he's had Seve for years, like watching these magical Spanish hands all the time, and then it's just bloke just top hand low and all.
Oh God, it's so weird.
No, I mean, to be honest with you, like one of the things I've always liked about Patrick Reed is his connection and desire and willingness to play on the European Tour, which obviously has been rewarded by his lifetime membership and all that kind of thing. And it is one of them where realistically for me, Patrick Reed basically only kind of comes back into my ether and my mind every time around April, because he usually finishes in the top 10 in the Masters.
Yes.
And then I just forget about him again.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice to see him sort of get back up and winning on the top of the leaderboard. I say I like the fact that he has always come over to Europe and played in these types of events. And you were saying, David, that his LIV contract is actually up, or is...
Yeah, I think at the start of the day, everyone in... I was reading an article about this. Like, at the start of the day, everyone from LIV will have been thinking, oh, this is great. We've got Patrick Reed and I think it was Puig, is that how you say it?
Oh, yeah.
Puig.
Puig. We're in the final group together. And I thought, well, this is amazing. We're still a force out there after all the Koepka stuff. And then at the end of the day, Patrick Reed gave a big press conference where I said, thank you very much. Really enjoyed my time here on the European Tour. By the way, my LIV contract has come to an end. It's expired. I'm renegotiating at the moment, but also basically come get me, PGA Tour.
Wow.
So, I mean, I imagine that his asking fee for LIV has just gone up, but Given how well he played last season and how well he's obviously playing right now, I wonder if he kind of wants to join the exodus back to the PGA Tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a name that we've had in those conversations about players going back to the PGA Tour, but it would also, he's a Masters winner. It would still be a big name for the PGA Tour to grab back.
Because there's two awkward situations here. One is obviously that the PGA Tour have said, if you're not Jon Rahm, Brooks Koepka, Bryson DeChambeau, Cam Smith, you ain't coming back. So if Patrick Reed, gives them a ring and say, I want to come back, I've just won, one of the biggest events on the DP World Tour, are they really going to say no?
Yeah. When do they need to push it back? Is it 2018? Did he win in...
Was it? Oh God!
Because was Tiger 2019?
Yes.
And then he was.
Yeah, he was 2018. Yeah.
So anyone who won a major in.
Yeah, but they
might open other people.
Yeah, but
well.
they can't do that because they don't want Phil.
Yeah, that'll open Phil, won't it?
Yeah.
But then, if
and you have to be under.
Yeah.
Under the age of 50.
It's like between the following height ranges.
Yeah. Right-handed.
Yeah, we don't
take lefties.
No lefties. But you were saying there about his lifetime DP World Tour membership as well, which means that he can play as much DP World Tour as he wants this season. So if he wanted to, you could just let his LIV contract expire. He could try and get into the top 10 list for the
DP
World Tour, and then would technically qualify for a PGA Tour card. So I don't know if they would then just jail him out and stop him from... No. It's like, if you see Patrick Reed on the property...
That's that's kind of, I guess, the argument that a lot of people are saying is
maybe
that
that's
if they
what
want
want
to come back,
Yeah.
he has worked his way back to doing it.
Yeah.
Which...
He obviously he gained greatly because he took the LIV money. But then I wonder if it's like, we're offering this pathway back for these specific guys because they're the guys we really want. But if your contract ends and you want to earn your spot back on the PGA Tour by playing on another tour for a year that gets you a card, have at it.
Yeah.
We'd love to see you back. Good luck.
Yeah, the DP World Tour seems to be the way of showing intent as well, because Koepka, I think weeks beforehand he'd played a bunch of different European Tour, DP World Tour events. So I almost wonder if that's like, look, I'm trying.
Yeah.
I guess that's the best spot they can go to, though, isn't it, really? That they're allowed to, if they've, fines permitting. Obviously, this Tyrrell Hatton and Jon Rahm stuff is kind of rolling over a little bit, but that's where they can go and play in the best fields possible, essentially, and it gives them an opportunity, as you say, to finish in a ranking system at the end of the season to get a PGA Tour card. The thing is, that doesn't offend me as much, really. If someone says, I'm not going to sign for LIV again, I'll go and do the groundwork and play and get into the top 10. And if you've played well enough to do that, you've obviously played very good golf all year, and you are rewarded by getting back on the PGA Tour. At least you've kind of... you haven't just been given that free hand of like, well, come back up.
Yeah, I think that's my issue with the Brooks Koepka thing, is that there's plenty of players who would love to just join the PGA Tour, but that's not a thing for everyone else. Like, obviously these players have some great history and they have won majors and, big tournaments and lots of money over the course of the recent, 5-6 years. But not everyone can just be like, oh yeah, I'll go back and play. I'll go and play on the PGA Tour. So I think it kind of needs to be the same rules for everyone. And the rule should be, in my mind, let your contract expire, go and qualify to play on the PGA Tour, and then we'll welcome you back.
Yeah. This is the issue, though, with the PGA Tour kind of like splitting a little bit, because they were always a charitable organization for the players. That's the reason for the PGA Tour existed. But now that they've kind of deviated from that, and like half of it is that, but there's now, is it PGA Tour Enterprise, whatever it's called, but is the business side of things that obviously, they need to elevate their product, they need to, get investment, they need to kind of prove their worth to everyone who would be looking to invest in them. And from that side of things, they don't care about the players necessarily. That half of the PGA Tour, they care about their bottom line. They care about what the stakeholders, investors will be seeing, and they want to see Brooks Koepka and maybe, say it quietly, Patrick Reed playing on their tour.
Yeah, if it comes down to... You know what? This actually smacks of a restaurant experience I had in Manchester recently. I went to Louis.
I have heard of such place.
It's the kind of like...
They try and be a bit...
It's the speakeasy type place where
Right.
it's very expensive. They have a dress code on their website, and they say if you turn up and you're not dressed appropriately, we will send you away. And you're like, okay,
Don't they
well,
put like your phones in...
yeah, they cover up the camera on your phone. Well, that's where they started doing that. They didn't do it to us when we went. Which, again, is the like double standards thing. Like, if you say these are the rules, these should be the rules, and the rules should be for everyone. So we go, they don't cover up the phones. Everyone's got their phones out. Or one girl did get told off for playing on her phone while she was waiting for her food. Not with us. But we were suited and booted. Actual suit trousers, shirt, jumper, jacket, you know, like we're going to a fancy dinner, which is what we were. Guy walks past us in jeans, trainers, and a hoodie. There was another guy wearing a hat.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, look, like, should there be... I'm making all this effort
Yeah.
in order to, you know, to abide by the rules, and these guys are just getting whatever they want. The metaphor works across to the PGA Tour as well. It's like this guy's making all this effort and working really hard to get onto the PGA Tour, and you're going, yeah, thanks so much for that. You can just go, you'll be fine. And this guy didn't do anything to earn it recently.
Yeah. It's weird because it's still a meritocracy, but it's not ethical at the same time. Like both of those things can be, you know, mutually exclusive. That like the people who are the best have earned their right to get that opportunity back.
Yes.
So it's what you do, it's not how you act, which is it's not always been the way that golf has operated. Like for the longest time, I mean, like even really, really far back, it's like how you were born, like your circumstances and things like that. And then, you know, you would be turned away at a lot more clubs depending on what you wear and things like that.
Yeah.
And now it's just, hey, if you can play well, you can play on our tour.
Yeah, tricky one. Very tricky one. But listen, we like I said, if we're allowed to like Patrick Reed, I would like to like Patrick Reed.
I have always thought that he would be quite high up on my list of someone who I'd want to film with.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think it'd be cool?
I just think it'd be super interesting, and I think he'd get it.
Yeah.
I think he'd get into it. I think he would have some really good stories. I think he'd be entertaining, and he's a good golfer. Like I just think like even from a clickability standpoint, people would be interested to see him in that setting of like, what is he actually like?
Peter Finch versus Patrick Reed.
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
I honestly, I would actually quite like to do it.
You're allowed to cheat.
But that's the thing. I think he would get. I think he'd buy into it.
Yeah.
I don't think he would be like if we went to him and said like, "Oh, we want to do a little bit
Yeah.
where you know you're sweeping away the sand or something like that." I feel like he would just get behind it.
Oh my God, he'd be the perfect person to have in a Peter Finch video because we could get him to pretend to fluff his lie and we could get Pete to dob him in.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah. Brad Dalkey's asked me to watch you, and
Oh, good Lord. Yeah, the views would be good though.
I think it'd be a good video.
Good, yeah. No, I like before I came to work here, I used to work for like a few clients, and one of them was Golfing World, and I think their favorite person to film with was Patrick Reed because he always had time for them. I think he just, for whatever reason, just when he's outside of a tournament setting, just really has loads of time for media and really opens up.
Yeah.
And like realistically, if you know the likes of Scottie Scheffler did that, we'd probably be spending more time talking about him and not Patrick Reed.
Yeah. I'm here for the Patrick Reed revival arc of his
Oh God, yeah.
his redemption tour.
Yeah, so he's ascending. Someone else who's ascending, who kind of feels like he has been around for a while, but we've been saying his name in the context of imagine having that name and being a golfer. What happened with Blades Brown this week?
He played some really good golf. is essentially what he did. I mean, they were also the PGA Tour event. Obviously, this year Obviously, saying Scottie won. These 2 or 3 courses they play, so like La Quinta, the Nicholas course, and the tournament course or something like that, I think, essentially play as like the easiest courses that they're going to play all year. Outside of Kapalua, I think it's basically the easiest place they play.
Yeah.
Not to say that takes anything away from Blaze Brown, who he had a putt on the 18th, I think, for second round for a 59. He's 18, by the way, which is just absurd.
That's insane.
He didn't quite have the best final day. He didn't finish as strongly as he'd hoped for, but as you say, like, we've been kind of mentioning this guy's name, and we sort of knew that he was coming to the PGA Tour, and nothing really he'd not really kind of transcended that point to becoming a established PGA Tour player or really put in a performance to be like, oh, he's here now. And it kind of felt like this week was a little bit of introducing his name to everyone and saying, I'm a good golfer. I'm here to play on the PGA Tour and be good for years to come. And you can't be bad at golf with the name Blades.
Yeah. Yeah,
that also is just basically a side door into being a good golfer and going on the PGA Tour.
Yeah, it's like being called like Wedge.
Yeah. Any more?
Yeah, go on.
Wedge.
Let me think.
Yeah.
Hybrid.
Hybrid Brown. And it's Hybrid Brown on the
There's
first
definitely someone called Putter something, isn't there?
Oh, I'm sure there will be.
Yeah.
If you want a good time, go and
wait, no, this down.
Wait.
Write this down.
Go and search just like funniest college football names, and some of the names that American families give their children, first of all, is absolutely absurd.
Yeah.
I would love to think that his dad was a tour pro or like an ex-retired head pro, and he's gone to his wife and gone, we're calling him Blades.
Or worked for Mura or something.
Oh, 100%. Lead designer at Mura, and he's like, my son is named Blades, and you can't do anything about that.
You're not doing anything about it.
Cavity.
Or is he a Sheffield? Who are the Blades?
Sheffield
United. Yeah, he's a big Sheffield United fan. Yeah.
Well, it's that meme where it's like the girl's called Rose, and it's like, Daddy, why am I called Rose? It's like, because that was your mummy's favourite flower. It's like, why am I called Blades?
This is my favourite type of wedge. It's my favourite type of 9-iron.
Because that's what I used. Blades.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's quite a golfer. Very funky swing.
He has got an odd swing. The grip baffles me. He looks like he's kind of almost not even really touching it with his right hand. He does the like
reverse Shane Lowry, where Shane Lowry doesn't have his pinky. Like at follow through, you see it, and his like pinky's like off the club. He doesn't have his thumb. It's like his right handy, like almost you can see. Maybe if we try and find the video and put it in, but like there's a slow mo swing, and his right thumb is just essentially off the club, and it's really straight. Like obviously it works great, but it looks, I mean, again, from my unprofessional opinion,
he's a professional golfer, and you are unqualified.
I have no qualifications.
If he could just iron that out of his game, the 59 is right there.
Listen, he'd be so good if he did all of these things I'm about to tell him to do.
It looks like he gets really trapped. Like it looks like his move, it looks like he gets really, really stuck, and he almost has to kind of force the club through the ground through impact to kind of get the club under himself and round. My professional opinion.
if he could just keep his head down as well.
Yeah. I said that. I did say that.
And just for the camera, what's your handicap?
10.1.
Okay, yeah, great.
I think that qualifies me.
Oh.
I've handed out plenty unsolicited advice as a 10 handicap.
Before...
And not just on golf courses.
Can't part that, mate.
Yeah.
Before Christmas, me and Kieran were just messing around in the sim room next door, and Kieran has always had the ball very high in his stance. And for context, Kieran is a very good golfer. Does he play off like 3 or 4 or something? And he was struggling a bit with like ball flight, and he was hitting it off to the right a little bit, and his ball flight has always been very high. And I had a lesson with my uncle, who is a PGA pro, and I had struggled with some other stuff, and he had moved the ball way further back in my stance and opened up my left foot, so it was much more of a like traditional, old school kind of setup position. And I told Kieran that was what I'd been told, and I was like, "How about try it?" And he tries it, and he starts hitting these like really tight, fizzy, low ones. And Jacob comes in, he's like, "Oh wow, that looks like really different." And I was like, "Yeah, just just solving swings since 2025. But I am also unqualified to provide advice, and I thought Blade Brown's swing was very strange.
It works for him. He played some incredible golf this week, and definitely one to look out for the rest. Well, obviously, rest of his career, but rest of the season. The way that he kind of came onto the tour kind of escapes me. I feel like I might have to. It felt very sudden and sharp, and he just sort of kind of said like, right, I'm just going straight to the PGA Tour. I'm not really going to worry about. I can't remember what is. You might have to search this up or something like that. But I don't want to say that he didn't play college golf because that might not be right. But I'm sure there was something about like he just got onto the tour super young and super early, and like I say, he's not really kind of ascended into anything of late. But again, he's so young, and then basically throwing himself up and tossing himself back with Scottie Scheffler at the top of the leaderboard is, quite the sensation, really. So.
He turned pro last year while he was still in high school.
Right, there you go. Yeah.
He received a sponsor's exemption to play in the American Express last year and this year.
There you go.
So...
yeah, just literally just out of nowhere.
Yeah, so he's bloody good.
He's good. He's a good golfer.
His performance in the US... sorry about that. Brown's performance in the US Amateur enabled him to compete in his first PGA Tour event where he performed with this distinction 10 under par.
Okay.
All I was going to say is we're nearly 1 month into the new season. If I was going to buy stock in any player right now, it would probably be Blades Brown.
Wow.
But who would you, other than Blades Brown, who would you be buying stock in?
Ooh.
Who have you got stock in at the moment? Who would you be selling stock on?
I'd be buying stock in Luke Clanton.
Okay.
And I would be selling stock in... I want to say Akshay Bhatia.
Okay.
Is this down to TGL?
It is a little.
Yeah.
And...
because you've got to try and find, in terms of, you've either got to find someone who is in the ascendancy, or you've got to find someone who is just so bad that like their stock cannot go down.
But I have already got rid of the stock in those players.
Right,
Do you know what I mean? So Luke Clanton, he's coming up. Him and Blades Brown are the two to watch for me in that kind of just joined the PGA Tour realm, unless you can think of any others. And then I would say... some players who had a little bit of success last year and I just don't think are going to continue to do it. I would love for Keegan Bradley to have a bad year.
Yeah. I would say if I did have any remaining stocks that I probably would have quickly bought after he won as an amateur, I am now selling very quickly in Nick Dunlap.
Ouch.
Those are getting... I feel like I'm not getting much back on my investment there.
Do you know who we're buying stocks in big time this year? Jake Knapp.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm buying stock.
We're
Jake
buying
Knapp.
a lot of stock
Loads
in
of
Jake Knapp.
stock.
Yeah. Jake Knapp, I'm all in for.
Yeah.
Who else would I have? I don't want to. There was a name that has come to my head that I don't really want to say at all, but I just feel like knowing him and the way that that his career has always gone, and last year may have been a slight anomaly. I hope not, but I would be tempted to sell stock in Tommy.
Oh, really?
I would be tempted to sell. I don't want to, but I mean, obviously he's got plenty of time, but these first couple of starts of the season, he's not really kind of hit the ground running. I think there's probably there's not enough weight actually put into what you wear on the golf course. Do
you think it's Tommy's clothing?
No, I'm genuinely concerned because he has played his whole time wearing the standard, not tight fitting, but normal fitted clothing with Nike, very crisp, clean. And now he's gone for this oversized flowing, which looks sick. He looks great. I'm going to chuck a sick in for you, Mick.
Thanks.
He looks great. But I just think these kind of things at this level, they can change and affect. I think anyway. You think of when you go and play a course and you're wearing something that's kind of, maybe a bit cumbersome and it kind of a bit restrictive or whatever. I know this is a lot more free flowing, but it's almost the opposite. He would have been kind of very. I don't know.
He's not been cradled by his clothes anymore.
He'll be too loose and.
When you're playing your rain gear and you're like, I can just hear it.
It's different, though.
The fact that I can hear as I swing because of the. Maybe you're right. Maybe Tommy's clothing change is going to also affect his golf.
I just think at this level of any professional sport, anything, these tiny little details can be huge. Like they're so minute in the scheme of things, and it doesn't seem like it's a big issue. But just something ever so slight, like changing your clubs, because you've seen that, like Marco Penge would be probably another one. Obviously had an incredible year. His stocks have been super high. And then he goes and signs a PXG deal, which I don't think I've ever heard any tour pro go, I'm really happy I'm using the PXG driver or irons or whatever. Like, it's just not a thing. I'm pretty sure I remember there was a story from like 2 years ago where they were literally essentially having to pay them extra just to use the driver because it was that crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they got a special... Don't quote me on this. I think they got like a special bump in pay if they won with the driver.
Yes. Yeah.
Like in addition to what they would have done for the rest of the bag, it's like a whole separate thing because it's like, here's the challenge, here's the gauntlet. If you can win with our equipment, then you are that good.
Yeah.
Like I'm assuming that they've kicked on since then.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm sure the equipment probably is slightly better than a couple of years ago, but it just doesn't strike you as like a move to going and using the best stuff in the game. Like, he's just had his best season ever, made his way onto the PGA Tour, was almost a sniff in and for looking for the Ryder Cup, and maybe should have been over Rasmus. And then he does that, and it's just like, I hope nothing changes, and I hope he still plays amazing golf. But I do have concerns about that, as I do with Tommy Fleetwood changing his clothing.
Yeah, but could Tommy do a Tiger and wear Nike clothing with some other company's logo on it?
I mean, potentially. I don't know.
Like Tiger, there was this
feels like for the lawyers rather than
there was this rumor that Tiger was still using the Bridgestone ball with a Nike tick on it.
Well, it's like he was using Mural irons and he was just had Nike
supposedly
stuff on it, and there's a lot of stuff of that in cricket as well. There was
cricket.
When there
I didn't think we were going to talk about cricket.
I'll always talk about cricket.
You know it.
There was a very big fad of when Adidas started to come into the game. And Kevin Peterson and Ian Bell and these big England cricketers, and there's a few other Indian players as well that use them, but they were just essentially local bat manufacturers like Hawk, who are in Shropshire. You've got Miller Champion Hall in Somerset.
No free ads here.
Are you saying actual words? Are they?
But they County bats as well in Oxfordshire, I think. They all were making them, and then it was just slapping Adidas stickers on because they were, they were like the pure English Willow Grade 1 cricket bats that Adidas obviously weren't making, and then they would just slap the stickers on. Similar way with Muir and the Nike Iron.
Hot take: Tiger Woods is going to be playing cricket bats next year.
It might help him.
Wow, so mean.
It's like going back to Scottie Scheffler. Buying stock, selling stock. Do you think, what was it, 6? Was it?
He's so annoying.
I know, but like, what did he win? 6 times last year? Yeah. Did he win more or less?
I think he wins more.
Yeah, I think it entirely depends on other people. Last year, he could play his average golf and still win.
Yeah.
And I think what it's going to take is people playing their best golf on the weeks when Scottie is not, and capitalizing on the fact that he isn't. Mm-hmm. If everyone else continues to not take advantage of the weeks where he's not performing perfectly like he normally is, then he'll win more.
He's almost because to me, like, yes, you would buy, but in the way that I usually go about kind of betting and approaching of any of that kind of thing, unless you're willing to put £1,000 worth of stocks down,
so pointless.
The payment that you'll be getting for like one share on him would be pointless.
How much higher can his stock?
Like realistically, like what are you going to get out of it? Like I would much rather stick a couple of quid or go big or something on someone a little bit and just take a chance and hope someone like a Jake Knapp comes through and has a much better season. There's a few other players out there, obviously, like Blaze Brown. But Scottie, I think it's just like, unless you're a millionaire and you want to just chuck another, I'll have 1,000 more stocks on him, please. It's not really worth it.
Yeah, because you're not seeing returns. Okay, here's an interesting one for you. Someone who didn't have a good season, apart from maybe one putt last year, Shane Lowry.
Yeah.
Are we buying or are we selling?
See, I feel like Shane Lowry's stock was probably stayed the same for the last 10 years.
Since he won the Open.
That's outside when he won the Open, and they just went like that, and then they probably just stayed at the same price the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say I think his value is inflated. I would sell.
I agree. I would sell.
This year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then next year, when it's Ryder Cup year
will
again.
bring it back, yeah.
bring him back. In Ireland.
Cool.
He's a prime example of someone who, if I had stocks in him, as soon as he had a good week, if he got a top 2 or top 3 and something like that, I'll be like, yeah, sell.
Yeah.
Let's get out of that.
Yeah.
Got you, yeah.
And for more stocks and shares,
So why you come to
there's
this
a company
podcast?
called Apple. I think they're going to be big one day.
Let me tell you about this company you haven't heard of. Okay, I did not think we were going to talk again about pigeons. I definitely didn't think Jacob was going to shout out 3 local cricket bat manufacturers.
Yeah, shout out Miller Champion Hall. They gave me my first ever sponsorship as a child, so big shout out to you.
And I didn't think that Blades Brown was going to play as well as he did, and he did.
Do we actually know that Blaze is his real name? It's not like a nickname or something.
Yeah, let's find out.
His name's actually like Bruce.
Yeah, is it like in dodgeball where it's like, here's my dodgeball team? It's like Blade, Laser.
And this is Shviliana Nekutnatov. She is the
Good effort, I think.
dodgeball is the national sport of our home country. I watched that film the other day, the first time in age. It's so good.
I was saying I watched Sword in the Stone with the boys this weekend. It was absolutely
That's a different that's a slight change of pace.
mind blowing. It's so good.
Double billing.
Necessary? Is it necessary to drink my own urine?
No, but I do it anyway because it's sterile and I like the taste. His father is called Park Brown. His mother is called Rhonda. His actual name is Blades Brown. No middle name. Blades Brown.
Wow. I don't know if I would have loved to have that name or not. It is cool.
It's a lot of pressure as a kid.
It is a lot of pressure as a kid.
Yeah.
Like he had to be a good golfer.
Yeah.
And he can't not use cavity.
Or a
He can't use cavity bags.
Or a chef.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or
a
agronomist.
Or
A lawnmower.
yeah. Blacksmith.
a fencer.
Could be a fencer.
Ooh. Yeah. A knight of the realm.
A surgeon. Here's your surgeon for
Ice-
Europe.
an
Like
ice,
Blades.
ice skater.
A professional Beyblade player.
Winner.
Yeah. So pigeons. Pigeons, something, and blades, and
Cricket bats.
Pigeons, cricket bats,
Yes.
and Beyblades.
Beyblades.
Thanks so much for listening to the Rock Art Golf
Beyblades, by the way. What a throwback.
R.I.P. Beyblades. If Beyblades,
R.I.P. Beyblades.
let's have a quick R.I.P. Beyblades. Let's see if Beyblades are still available. Can we buy one on eBay? Let's have a look.
Yeah, but I want like new in the packet.
New Toys R Us. Do you reckon they're knocking out?
I don't think they will be.
New on the membership. Just
Beyblade.
unboxing.
I
all
don't think
Beyblades.
kids these days know about Beyblades. I don't think that was a thing.
Excuse me. Yes, they are.
Oh, they are?
Yes.
What, they're still going?
Smiths on the Smiths toy store. They got the bloody stadium.
Yeah, I had that.
Yeah, mine
Look at that.
Mine broke.
$9.99 for a starter pack. This is now a Beyblade podcast.
Beyblades. God, that's a niche.
Yeah, Beyblade, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
Digimon.
Nah, we never did Digimon in our
I
house.
didn't, but I do.
No,
yeah.
I think
Pokemon.
that was too close on the heels of Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you say
It
Yu-Gi-Oh?
wasn't. It was only about 3.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I think there was only about 3 seasons of Digimon. I think it was very.
Yeah, great theme tune. Though.
We were more Yu-Gi-Oh in our house.
yeah, we had
than
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Pokemon.
Then Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Well, because we bought the packs and had cards and stuff like that for them before.
Oh, excuse me. I had
But
the arm thing.
Oh yeah. But I'm pretty sure that like when it came to if we would pick one or the other, like if you wanted the rare Pikachu card compared to the Winged Dragon of Ra,
Yeah.
I'm having the Winged Dragon of Ra.
Obelix the Tormentor.
Yeah. The left arm of the whatever it is, we had to build the person.
Yeah. What was that one called? Oh, there was Slifer the Sky Dragon.
Yeah. Wasn't
Dark
there, like-
Magician.
Yeah, Dark Magician.
Yeah. Scapegoat.
Scapegoat. There was that weird
Now you're
like
just naming bands, I swear.
there was that weird like
Exodia.
Yes, Exodia. Thank you. Yeah, the left arm of Exodia and the right arm.
And
know
if you
what
got
we're
all
talking
5
about.
pieces, then you could
summon him.
Yeah. Oh, so sick.
Wasn't that Red Eyes Black Dragon as well?
Yeah.
Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Blue Eyes.
No, but you had Red Eyes Black Dragon.
Yeah, there
as
was
well.
Red Eyes Black Dragon. Yeah.
And then you had Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. If you stitched them together.
Do you know what I'd love to do is just fade this bit of the podcast out while we're
To
talking.
some people, they're going, "This is amazing." To other people
Yeah,
are
they
like,
go, wow, the nostalgia.
Shut up.
Let me talk you through some other nostalgia. Pogs?
No, we're not as
"No,
old as you.
No, you're.
Too old.
Yeah, you're getting.
Yo-yos.
Yes.
Yeah, I would a yo-yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but did you do them in school?
Did you do
Yeah.
tricks though?
Yes.
Yeah?
Of course.
The sleeper.
Did you ever go through the is it the Diablos? Or whatever?
Diablo, yes. Only when
Did you
campus.
grow up in a circus?
Yeah, we're on the road all the time. There was a short run of a lot of people bringing Diablos into the
We
playground.
did a lot of camping. It was intense.
Wow. That took me far too long.
I don't even want to
The
say after
Diablo
that.
was so sick though. You'd like
You do, but you would do
you would
proper tricks
throw
with
it,
that, and you go.
and you could never catch it. And there was a guy I knew who could throw it up in the air, put both the sticks in one hand, and then like whip it like that and catch it on the thing.
Yeah.
And you were like, cool, you're a
Skills.
magician.
Skills.
So yeah, so you're
This-
in league with the devil because
This might be the north-south divide right here. It's like,
What,
did you have a Diablo?
Thing is, if you ask, depending on who you ask, which is kind of a lot of people, they wouldn't say I'm from the south.
you're from the west.
It's classified as West Midlands
Well, let's-
or the
As
Midlands.
someone from London, where is Jacob from? Like, is he from the
He's
north?
from the north.
Yeah,
Fortunately.
north of Oxford. Is.
Anyway, if you go past like the Harlequin in Watford,
Yeah,
anything up there,
north.
all north.
See, I used to think...
And then there's just like really north, which
Yeah.
is like above Manchester.
But if you take like the map and you look at it, and like Norfolk is generally considered in the south for some reason, but the line, because it goes kind of across,
Yeah.
Hereford is more southern than Norwich. I really hope that's true. So riddle me that one. If you put a straight line through the country,
Yeah.
but that's not how it works. Because to some, like, I would say that the north is Chesterfield up. That'll be my north.
If you're from Lauren's stepdad, Martin, would argue that the north is like Newcastle and above.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No,
Yeah, but you're
was it-
from north.
Yeah, well, growing
You're
up...
front north.
It's like, growing up, I thought Manchester was in the Midlands.
Yeah, well,
So,
there you go, yeah.
so it's, you know... But
So golf.
Yeah. So hold on, let's think about this
No,
now.
we're this close to saying, what do you call a bat? We are this close.
We haven't had that conversation yet.
Yeah, what? Yeah, it's a roll.
This
Everyone
is a
knows.
podcast. Why have we not had that conversation?
Yeah. It's a roll.
It's a bread cake.
It's a balm cake.
It's a cob.
For the record, it's a tea cake where I'm from.
Tea cake has got raisins in it.
No, that's a fruit tea cake. Yeah. Sorry, this is the lowest social...
I don't know. I struggle with this one because I have called it multiple things depending on what I'm having.
I think they're all different, and that you actually just can't tell them apart.
They're just ever so slightly changing.
Yeah.
That one was cooked very slightly differently.
Like if you were having that with bacon in it, what would it be?
bacon roll.
Yeah.
Bacon-
No, bacon bat.
Bacon bat. So that's what's like.
Depends.
Bat, roll.
Depends. Am I at a car boot sale?
I don't know. You're at the football.
Bacon bap.
Yeah. See, I'll go roll or
Is
bat.
it wide and falls apart, or is it like slightly taller and a bit sturdy?
Taller.
Yeah. Well, then that's a roll.
I
If
call
it's
it roll or
wide
bat.
and falls apart, it's a bap.
Okay. I didn't know we were getting this intricate,
if
to
it's
be honest.
harder and textured, it's a cob.
Okay. When's a blade not a blade?
See you next week.
When it has a tungsten in it. So that sounded like the worst joke. It was like the setup. Like,
No one got it.
it wasn't even meant to be.
No, we're not. Okay, we're done now. We're going. Subscribe for some reason. If you are not already a member and you would like to get more of this ridiculous hilarity, become a member. Join the Fescue Club, and you will get access to videos that a load of other people don't get access to. And it's super cheap, and it helps us out, so we can buy some microphones that Stay up and don't rotate and break. Next week, Peter Finch will be back, if he was not already.
Next week could potentially be quite a good one. Quite an interesting conversation.
It could be a very interesting conversation because Peter Finch is having that conversation this week.
Yes.
And then we will edit the conversation available for next week.
Yes.
We're not going to tell him who it's with?
I think we could probably say something that could give it away, but not tell them.
Yeah, so if you were like really wanted to get the ball to kind of not go far, but like spin quite a lot and stop.
Yep. This man might
This guy
know
would know.
quite a bit.
Yeah, he'd know all of the stuff.
Yeah.
And he's very knowledgeable. And he has his name on a golf club. Maybe 3 of them in your bag.
John Baffy.
Right, the podcast is over. Bye, everyone. All right.